Hello, welcome to our Rumpus Room, and today I've got a special visitor, my husband, joining us on the room tour, considering he built the whole house.
I did build it. Thanks for making me feel
and
so
he used
welcome.
It. I thought he might as well join us for a room tour.
Thanks, Dale. Yeah, making me feel real good right here.
So this room we use every day. We live in it as a family. It's got a TV in it, so it does act as a TV room, but we use it for so much more, really.
Yeah, I think like when we designed this room, this was going to be one of my favourite spaces in the house because it's got those high ceilings and we wanted to capture as much of that north natural light as possible. So we got some highlights in there to do that. And so if you walk through, you'll see how high the ceilings actually are.
So how high are they?
At the low spot, they're about 4.2 metres, so pretty tall.
And a little tip, if you are in the building and design phase, is to think about whether you can incorporate some highlight windows. And we really do try and do that as much as we can, especially in those north aspects, just to capture all that beautiful light that comes through.
Yeah, it was a fun room when we came to actually building it because I knew that I had like a really good blank canvas to work with. And the one thing I really wanted to do for our kids was incorporate a loft with a net. So we've been able to do that. We sort of decided, you know, we had to think about where we wanted to put it, and I'm glad that we decided to put it like right at the back wall here because it just works perfectly. You still feel like the space is open and grand.
I think one of the reasons we didn't maybe want to do it is because we were worried it would close it off, but just keeping it in that back corner still helps to create that grand feeling in this room.
Yeah, that's right. So if you come over here, you can see the net. We've got it right there. We've also got glass balustrade across there, so it's super safe for the kids. They're not going to fall out and they're not going to throw their big trucks and hit you in the head, which is what our kids kind of like to do.
It does fit Duplo and Lego though, so just disclaimer.
That's
You're sitting there, you might want to expect that. We've got this huge picture window here. And we actually haven't done this back courtyard and we haven't really shown it to you guys, but the plan...
And we're not going to show it to you.
today anyway.
Don't look.
Well, the plan out there is like lots of beautiful greenery. We're going to do some veggie gardens in the middle. We're going to have a cubby house out there. We're going to have some monkey bars.
All right, don't spoil it. Let's do it for later.
But so ideally, like one day we'll have that open, you'll see all that lush greenery, but for now I've got that beautiful sheer that just blocks it all out.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of textures. We've got the V-joint board running up this wall and then continuing along the ceiling up there as well, which is really cool.
This colour is Taubman's sail ship, and probably in hindsight I would have wrapped that colour right around and up the stair void, but still can do that.
Yeah, I really like this room because it's got a fun feel. It's got that, you know, lounge about sort of vibe. We've got our surfboards there, some of the nice boards we like to keep inside the house. Got some cool artworks as well, so functionally it works and it's like a fun space to be in. So I'll show you how we get up into the loft. Got the secret key here, and a lot of people look at it and go, oh, how do you get up in there? But got a little trap door right here, which we've run the V-joint along so that you can hide it away.
It's actually covered in kids' fingerprints, but that's life for you.
All right, that's how we do it. Straight up, and there's a hatch door here so the kids can't fall down the ladder. And then you can just sort of hang around in here. I like to watch TV from up here, it's pretty cool.
The kids actually love having friends over and putting on a movie with popcorn up there. The only downside to that is popcorn ends up all over this couch, but it would have anyway if they were sitting here, so.
What do you mean the kids like having friends over? I like having friends over up here too.
I can imagine when the kids are older that they'll have little sleepovers up there. My younger sisters often, when they come to stay, they have sleepovers up there. And I think it'll just be one of those rooms that gets used on and off over the years.
Yeah, it's a cool room and we love obviously getting in here, watching a movie, snuggling down with the kids. But the good thing about our TV here is that it looks like a piece of art and it emulates basically some other arts that we got around the house. So it's good because it functions as a TV and then an artwork when it's off.
When I design any room, I just want to make sure that the television isn't like the full focal point. And the good thing about this is if you do have a layout that does have the TV as focal point, this is a great option because you've got so many artworks you can choose from, and it's got the beautiful frame detail. What else? It's a pretty robust room. Like the kids have obviously trashed the couch, but that's life. We've got the Super Check and the Easy Craft on the walls, which is really robust. So I feel like I mean, the kids often build big cubby houses and throw all the cushions on the ground, but it's just one of those rooms that's designed to be trashed and quickly put back together again.
Yeah, it's a real knockabout room. I think one of the things I love about this room is that you can see all these different angles of the house. So when you're standing here, I love looking back at the kitchen and seeing our beautiful curved staircase that we've got there as well. And then just like other angles, which I never thought I'd really get when you're building the house. You're always discovering something new, which is so good, and you can never know, you sort of never know what you're going to get in certain angles, so it's really interesting and cool. I love it.
We've got this cool bookshelf here that is from Globe West, and pretty much got toys down the bottom, and I rotate them quite often, mainly because they pull them all out, and then when I put it back together again, I'll just swap them out. And then the things I don't want the kids to touch up here, they touch them anyway, but what do you do? That's
life with kids, and yeah, just got to deal with it, eh?
What else do you guys want to know? The beautiful stairs.
Yeah.
We love them.
I love the finish on these stairs. This was sort of like a bit of an experiment that we did. Cara wanted to do like this old school suede brushed look, and it looked pretty bad, to be honest.
Straight out of the 80s. Yeah. So we just added some water, diluted the colour, did this little lime wash thing.
We literally
probably wouldn't be able to replicate it if we tried to do it again, but we love it.
Sure, as if. I know how we did it. I was the one who did it. We actually troweled the paint on, and it followed all these cool lines and gave this sort of marble rammed earth look. So I'm keen to do that again.
Do that elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. The width of this room is 4.5 metres by from here we've got about 6 metres to the end of the wall. So it's a nice space. It's perfect space for our size family. You can cram a heap of people in it. And overall, it functions beautifully. So it's a fun place to be.
We love it. And leave any questions below if we've missed anything.